Another amazing day to be on the right side, dude. Do nothing, win. Big Tinnitus Industry is mad that he's banned. Now, a lot of people were speculating on what the ban was initially. I don't know why he didn't post the email. I don't know. I guess he just didn't want to, which is fine. But I, for a while, or like for at least for a little bit, I was considering, or I thought it was plausible that he would get banned for this accusation that was levied against him about botting. For people who missed it, he went in on his ex who talked about his sexual abuse and made an entire, he's been still like farming this weeks, months later. And he put out like a video I think it was like about a week ago, being like, I do nothing but help people and they do nothing but bring me down and hurt me, even though I've done nothing wrong ever. And obviously Pink spoke about it and was like, I can't believe I need to correct this because it's goofy, but since someone lied about me again, here we go. I wasn't in a roach-infested house, LMAO. I had my own house living near downtown, and there was a roach one time because I hadn't had the house sprayed yet. I've always been independent, took care of myself. That's why I was uncomfortable with not paying rent in my last living situation, because he accused her of like she accused him of using the fact that she didn't pay rent as a way to exploit her. And then he was like, that's not true. I've never done that. And then like people found many clips of him doing the exact thing she accused him of saying like, yeah, well, you don't even pay rent around here. You should be fucking doing this shit. You should be taking out the trash. You should be. And it's like, okay. Yes. Not having an adult conversation off stream about responsibilities. Because you should have those conversations regardless of whether you're rooming with someone, whether you're dating someone, whether you're married to someone. You should have those conversations to make sure that there's always some equitable exchange of like effort and labor put into a household, right? If you feel like you put in a lot more work and you're even just like, again, a roommate doesn't pull their weight, you should have an adult conversation and be like, hey, I feel like I do this, I take care of all of these things, and I don't really feel like my time is valued or whatever. And it'd be nice if you took out the trash on these days. No, goes on stream to berate her and complain about, normal stuff, normal things that normal people do. Get on stream and show off how much of an asshole they are. Anyways, but she did like say at one point, talking about this, she did say, I don't care anymore about the hate because I've been getting hateful DMs. Wait, no, not this part. He also accused his ex of like doing nothing and then magically being able to make a lot of money, and he grew her entire audience. And she says like, I worked to get my TikTok to 1.3 million in the last 3 months, got my Instagram from 50K to 370K, built my following through a lot of hard work and spent countless hours learning algorithms and content ideas. It was the total opposite. I was making thumbnails, doing tech work, camera manning. I told to sit on stream because, quote, having a girl sit there gets more viewers. Tectone. Can you imagine being Tectone and telling your fucking girlfriend, yeah, can you just sit there? Like, a girl sitting there will get more views. Ew. Not to mention the botting. But now that y'all know the truth, hope that clears up some things. Spill the tea. I'm just saying. Botting viewers is against Twitch US. Just saying, you can tell the people the truth, okay? I only know of this guy because of you, and it's the only thing I regret. Sorry. I'm sorry, okay? I am. So I was like, damn, did he actually get like banned for 2 weeks for botting? Because big if true, actually huge if true. He is currently claiming that the reason he got banned was for harassing Frogan. Let me see if I can find it. Here's what he had to say. This is like, is this mold worse than Asmongold? Or is this mold better than Asmongold? A question for the audience. Is it worse? Because this is definitely a type of mold that like broke off from the original chain of mold that is Asmongold, right? Worse in the best way? Okay, good. It's definitely a different type of mold, but again, remember, it did break off from the original tree that is Asmon. Are we defining it by B-movie standards? Bad equals good? Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. At what point is it a fungal infestation? I don't know. But anyways, let's read this. As far as I know, Asmon isn't violent, at least. Okay, that's actually true. Okay, that's true. No, you're right. You're right. So this is probably worse mold. It's probably worse mold. Anyways, let's get back to it. Yes, I got banned for 2 weeks for simply calling Frogan a fat piece of shit. I'm not sorry, to be honest, and I stand by what I said. However, going forward, I'll do my best to not bring her up again. As me, bringing her up only brings her into relevancy, and I'd rather let her punishment be her own failure at being a streamer. 2-time Rising Star Award-winning streamer, by the way, definitely not an industry plant. Anyways, I'm going to stream on YouTube. See you all there. But I do think it's crazy how I got banned for 2 weeks calling someone fat. This is the best part, Chad. This is why I'm reading this to you. And the things you see daily, Hassan or Denim stream. It's 10,000 times worse. And they don't even get a warning. Anyways, yeah, live on YouTube. I'm sorry, but this is like peak. I'll say it. Do nothing. Win. Oh gosh, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that's amazing. That's beautiful. Just beautiful, dude. Oh my god. Who's this Hassan guy? I have no fucking idea, dude. I literally have no idea. I don't know. Quote tweet that image? Maybe I should. Maybe I should quote tweet the image with the do nothing win. If it's an endorsement from chat. You guys are funnier than me, so if you say something's funny, I believe you. I thought you couldn't stream on other platforms if you're banned. No. You absolutely can stream on other platforms if you're banned. You're just not allowed to show up on other people's Twitch streams. You're just not allowed to show up in a live format on a Twitch stream when you're banned on Twitch. You can still stream on YouTube or whatever. Oh my god, dude. Talking about me in a tweet about how you got banned for calling Frogan, allegedly calling Frogan a fat piece of shit is amazing. Amazing. What do I even have to do with this, dude? I don't even get to, the worst part about this is I don't even get to take credit for this. I literally don't get to take credit for this. This wasn't I didn't have anything to do with this fucking ban. I wasn't the person who defeated the evil. But you know what? We'll take it, okay? We'll fucking take it. We'll take it. Allegedly, was it not live? Sorry. He's saying that the reason was because he called her a fat piece of shit. I have no doubt in my mind that he called her a fat piece of shit. But he's alleging the reason is that. I don't know. I have no way of knowing. He didn't post his email from Twitch or whatever, so unless he did, unless he's since posted it, unless he's since shown it. I don't keep up with this shit. I'm sorry. Anywho. I have to say, chat, the best part about people like Tectone getting banned is that he is not someone that people widely like. There are so many reasons to not like him, and there's so many people who don't like him for reasons totally unrelated to the reasons that we don't like him. Like, oh, thank you, Amerikazam. One sec. Like, speakers everywhere let out a sigh of relief. I'm mad he's banned because it made me remember he exists in the first place. This is LSF, guys. I really cannot stress to you all enough that this is not someone who people even like. You know it's bad when the male anti-woke streamer is hated by LSF. Nothing of value has been lost. I'm not a big streamer hater. I'm usually one of those people who comment and get downvoted calling LSF weirdos. But even I hate Tectone. Does anyone like this guy? He's just one of the worst people. Back when he was first getting popular, went viral for basically being a very dislikable human. This is him screaming at his ex-wife on some unhinged argument where he clearly has insane amounts of ego. She went on to make sexual assault and manipulative behavior claims, which Pink also did late last year. This is one of those LSF situations where people are mauling out about Asmund saying something they didn't like or agree with, or digging into Nick's marriage drama with Milena. This guy is verifiably famous for being a human piece of garbage. Well, I would argue, one second. I would agree that it's not that Asmund ever has criticism against him because of things that he does. He doesn't ever get criticism levied against him for interpersonal things. He gets criticism levied against him because he's like contributing to a worse political ecosystem, which I think is as valid to criticize. And then I think people just make fun of Nick. I don't think they even care about the drama with his wife, or his ex-wife. I think people just make fun of Nick because they don't like that he calls other people poor. Like, as a Twitch viewer, having this fucker that just eats fucking burgers and junk food all day and all night and does nothing but play video games be like, yeah, shut up, poor. Shut up, poor. It's like, yeah, I can see why people don't. I can see why people want to shit on you. I can see. I get it. I get it. I understand. Oh, man. Was this the guy that Frogan talked shit about for being a veteran, or was that someone else? That wasn't related at all. It wasn't related at all. Tectone has a very insidious way of like introducing. Insidious there is doing a lot of work. It's not that serious, but of like worming his way into any type of drama. So like he sees Frogan talking about veterans. So he's like, yeah, well, my dad is a veteran. You think he should get PTSD if he doesn't regret his service? Why are you personally insulting me? Your clip was literally personally insulting me. And it's like, from someone who disagrees with the PTSD take, at the very least with how harshly it's phrased, at the very least. No one intrinsically deserves respect because they're a veteran, because that doesn't tell you anything about them. I'm not going to give you like reverence and respect you because you're a veteran exclusively and only just because you're a veteran. I'm going to feel neutrally about you as a person. And as I get to know you better, I will start to respect you more or less. Your status as a veteran doesn't play anything, doesn't have any factor on how much I like or dislike you. It's about who you are, your character as a person. Because as someone who knows veterans, and as someone who knows veterans who know shitty veterans, not all veterans should be treated equally. I'm sorry. The veterans that committed war crimes in other countries, that tortured people, that like sexually assaulted random civilians, which is real. You can read reports about this shit. We've been stationed in a lot of different countries and have done a lot of fucked up shit. I don't have blanket respect for every single veteran when I don't even fucking know them. I feel the same way that I do about a veteran as I do about any given person. I will get to know you, and then I will change my opinion as I get to know you. That's it. It's that simple. Which I think is like, I don't think that that's a hot take. I think that that's a pretty normal, I think that's an ice cold take. Saying you judge people based on their character, not based on whether or not they're a veteran. I think that's a pretty ice, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm going to get canceled for this take. I don't know. Room temp? Yeah. As a veteran, this is true. I mean, if you get to know any military people and they share anything with you, obviously non-classified information, unlike Pete Hegseth, they will tell you that there are, just like in any other circumstance, any other work, any other job, any other community, there are good people and there are bad people, which means that that's the same thing for veterans. There are good people who are veterans and there are bad people who are veterans. Doesn't mean you just give blanket respect to everyone of a group. You should respect people and give them reverence based on the type of person that they are. Aaron Bushnell? Yeah. Yeah. Respect. Mad respect. But anywho. No bans for Hassan, Rogan, those putting bounties on heads. But Tectone gets banned. Amazon, or preferably the feds, really need to investigate Twitch for sponsoring terrorism. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. That's beautiful. Oh my God, dude. Oh. I've been watching Denims, Rogan, and Hassan and have yet to see any bounties on heads. Well, what they usually are referring to is the joke that I made about Grums, which everyone farmed really hard, and then eventually Asmongold was like, well, it's obviously a joke. Now that I've farmed this for months, I can say, by the way, guys, she was joking. But a lot of people still haven't gotten the memo, so they're going to catch up eventually. You mean goons don't dead name? Sorry, right. I'm sorry. Dude, Tectone fans. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, cringe. This is on the level of cringe as like Elon Musk never posting photos of himself. He only posts AI pictures of himself, making himself look cooler. He'll post like himself in a cowboy photo or like an AI photo of him wearing a cowboy hat or whatever and being like America. And then you see like a photo of him actually in a cowboy hat. And it's like, he looks like this. This one here. This is the. Can I look at this? Can this picture be? Okay, there we go. This one. Elon posting this. To Texas we go. They had to use AI because this is when. Well, I don't actually know if that was Elon. That might have been an Elon fanboy. Sorry. Even better. Perfect. It's even more analogous. To Texas we go. And it's an AI photo. They have to use AI because this is what he actually looks like with a cowboy hat. It's the same image. Corporate would like you, would like, what's the quote? Corporate would like you to find the difference between these two images. Yeah. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. It's the same. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, Jesus, dude. Anywho. What is this chatter? Wait, by the way, this is what he looks like from the front. Stop. Stop. What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is this chatter? This gives such crazy Joker vibes. All in your head? Are you sure? Maybe it's in mine. Music to my ears. Are you Are you okay, Chatter? Ah, scared. I'm scared. What? And then there's this schizo chatter? What's happening? Uh, let's not get it twisted. Ethan schooled you in his response. He literally hasn't watched my video on stream. He admitted to watching it, but he's too afraid to watch it on stream, where I respond to his accusations about CPS. He literally is too scared to watch it. I don't know what to tell you, Chatter. Don't let this distract you from the fact that you had part in that man calling CPS on Ethan. I just want to say, Mustache Spider, let me screenshot this really quickly. All right. Thank you for, Mustache Spider, thank you for helping me build a case against Ethan Klein about falsehoods on people's character. This will come in handy in the next upcoming weeks. Thank you, Chatter. Everybody say thank you. All right. Let's grab one of these. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Mm-hmm. You looked so bad in that content cop telling it how it is. Do you think if you just like keep repeating the same lie that other people will believe it? See, Chad, this is why I warn you about being LOL users. Okay? Yes, like you lied. Lied about... Hummus Gate is how I discovered Denims and Frogan. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. A user. I'm using it. I'm using it. Suspicious user. Are you good, Chatter? Are you... Okay, well, he's not responding to anything I'm saying. Which, I'm going to be honest, pretty pathetic, Chatter. Bringing you up on screen and you have nothing to say. In the words of our good friend Ethan Klein.
Nothing to say?
Nothing to say. Nothing to say? Why is this other clip not playing? Play, damn you. I don't have an actual soundboard. I just have a bunch of MP3 files like a fucking loser. Yeah, I see you're more obsessed about like mods, which tells me everything I need to know about you. You're just like someone who didn't get enough love from their mommy. You can see, which mod tagged me? I'm not suspicious.
No comment!
There we go. It worked. It was super delayed. I'm responding. Take that suspicious shit away. Take it away and we'll talk. I don't... Chatter, are you okay? You know being a suspicious user doesn't do anything, right? Here, look at this. Check this out. Stop monitoring. And with that, nothing changed. You're still a dumbass. You're still a dumbass. Nothing changed. Oh, God. But as you guys can see, this is like someone who didn't get enough love from his mommy. Where's my VIP? Where's my VIP? VIP me. And I know better than to feed into people's fetishes, okay? I know a Dennis Prager when I see one, all right?
Me, I want milk, I want to be held, I want to be comforted. And if you do not do all these things immediately, I will ruin your life.
I know someone who hasn't gotten enough love as a child when I see them. I get it. You want mommy, you want milk, you want uppies, and you're lashing out in a Twitch chat on a Monday morning to try and get it. But unfortunately for you, I don't feed into people's fetishes. I'm sorry. Really, we should all be shedding a tear because in the 10 years, 11 years that this guy's been on Twitch, he still has yet to find someone that would feed into his fetish for wanting mommy, for wanting milk. But keep looking. Give it another 11 years and you might find someone. Keep going. Keep going and you might find someone. Okay, chatter? Keep going. Anyways, back to the Tectone story. Way more entertaining. Oh, gosh. So, where is it? Here we go. So, Dexerto reported on it and said Tectone claimed that he was banned from Twitch for insulting streamer Frogan. And this woman kind of ate and said, no bigger pick me than a fat dude that lost weight and now wants to feel powerful. And she, I guess, like, struck a nerve because he felt the need to respond. And in usual Tectone fashion, he's not capable of coming up with any original insults. OnlyFans detected, opinion rejected. Dude, do you have a single original insult? Just one. Can you come up with any insult that isn't fat, whore? That's it. That's actually the only two that you do. This is the same one. This is actually just the whore one again. Anything else? Anything. Also, why is he literally proving her point? Why does he always look so sad? He kind of does give like this vibe all the time. Why does nobody care? He kind of does give that vibe. He always uses insults that apply to him. It's IMAX level projector. Oh, God. See, this is what I mean when I say, like, I genuinely don't understand what people mean when they say that, like, they have to get rid of Twitter because it's not good for them. Because I use this shit, like, the internet really is my personal, like, human zoo where I'm entertained every day. Like, my mental is almost, like, I would say, like, 99.99% of the time improved. But to be fair, I am brain rotted. Yeah, you're right. I am brain rotted. I am brain rotted. Oh, man. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. But But let's keep going. This was apparently, I guess, the clip that got him banned. I just want to say, out of all the terrible things that Twitch has done, and all about with all of the terrible rules that Twitch has, stop. Oh my God, why does he sound like an ogre? And not in like the sexy Shrek way, just in the unbelievably annoying way. Anyways, out of all the rules that Twitch has put in over the past, I don't know, decade, one of the best rules, thank you, Dan Clancy, you are my best friend. It is the rule that lets you play content from banned streamers if it's in an educational or reporting way. Like if you're talking about it and you're reporting about it and you're not platforming the person, you're allowed to. That was one of the dumbest rules that like existed, that you could play things and you'd be like, well, I don't know if this is going to get me banned. As long as you're talking about them critically and you're not just like playing the clip and you're just reposting or whatever, you're fine to do that. Thank fucking God. Okay. All these chatters questioning sexy Shrek haven't gotten far enough in the internet. Yeah, you need to look up the photos of Shrek enjoying a meal from renowned chain Sonic. If you look up Shrek Sonic Love, it'll pull up a lot of really good images for you. Mm-hmm. Anyways, this is what got him banned.
Hey, no, go ahead. Now go ahead.
I said it in a way in which I didn't mean, and I also clarified it on Twitter by saying the U.S. military has conducted some of the most horrific.
No, no, no.
Headphones everywhere. Dude, he should have to pay millions of dollars in like hearing aids for poor fucking chatters.
Oh, no, no, Frogan.
Dude, oh my God, wait, is this why he made the OnlyFans detected opinion rejected comment about this woman who ate him the fuck up? Wait, actually, she's kind of going in. I think it's hilarious how you lose weight and suddenly being fat is the ultimate insult. Could not wait to be on the other side of that insult, LMAO. Did you get back at everybody that called you fat? Do they accept you now? Fucking teen movie bully shit. Wildly embarrassing. I'm telling you guys, there's something that happens. It's especially true with men, but I'm sure it's happened a handful of times with women where they become there's like a specific brain rot. And to be clear, not all the time, but there's like a high risk ratio there. I don't know if risk ratio is the right word there, or term. But there's something sickening that happens in men that lose weight, where it's like a coin flip if you become the most insane person or the most wholesome person. Greek God. Ethan Klein. Tectone. And I think more of it has to do with the fact that these people already are Nikocado. These people are already insane and terrible human beings. And they're just excited to lose the weight so that they can be able to shit on people the way that they got shit on for being fat. That they've always wanted to be able to use this insult, but they've never been able to use the insult because they're also fat, so it doesn't make sense. Like, this is clocking him so hard. Could not wait to be on the other side of that insult. Did you finally get back at everyone that called you fat? Yeah. Unironically, it's like actually, if you're like a white dude, being fat is like, I think the closest you'll get to intersectionality and to understanding any other like class struggles or like struggles that other people have that are innate to them. Because people are being mean to you about this thing that feels like it's out of your control. And it either like radicalizes you into becoming a leftist and being like, wait, actually, this shit's fucked up. Wait, you shouldn't make fun of people for innate things. Or it makes you insane and you're like, I can't wait to get on Ozempic or get into fitness or starve myself or whatever path you take to lose the weight so I can finally insult people on this. Like, it's just, those are the only two fucking trees that you have. And we all know which one Tectone took. Man, clocked him hard, dude. All right, anyways, back to the clip. I've been on a weight loss journey. I've lost 90 pounds. Whoa, congrats. And I don't act like this. I think I have more empathy and solidarity than I used to. Well, that's what I mean, right? That's exactly what I mean. Being fat's not out of your control. You're diminishing people's struggles by saying it isn't. I'm talking about people, a lot of people who, if you grew up chubby or you grew up fat and you kind of like stayed at the relative BMI that you've been at, and I know BMI is not a good metric. I'm just trying to simplify the point to get to what I want to get to. And you've kind of always known life being overweight, it gets really hard to get yourself or to bring yourself to starting to work out, to starting to understand fitness, to understanding food, to building a healthy relationship with food, etc. Because like you have to understand, if our public education system in America fucking sucks, you do not get a good understanding of like nutrition from the American public education system. There's so much fucking misinfo. And there's so much like garbage. Like it's constantly, oh, well, this will make you thin. Well, this will make you fat. Well, this will make you thin. There's like the demonization of certain foods that like, if you eat any of these, you're a piece of shit. And then you end up like starving yourself and relapsing. And like, there's a lot of things that contribute to people having poor relationships with food. I will tell you guys, I've been on a workout grind this past month. And I've been running a very light deficit. Okay, like I've been eating like 1,600 calories every day. And usually when I'm trying to cut, I do 1,200. And I know people be like, that's really extreme deficit or whatever. I feel fine. I stand on a policy of I never go to sleep hungry, ever. On principle, if you're ever trying to lose weight, I don't think you should go to sleep hungry. You should find ways to fill yourself up that are physically filling, so you don't go to sleep hungry. Going to sleep hungry is like the worst thing. In my opinion, this is not backed by science. In my opinion, one of the worst things you can do for yourself is go to sleep hungry because you have to meet a certain calorie restriction. Like, I don't have some soup before bed. Like miso soup, very filling, very low in calories. On days where I'm like struggling to meet a deficit, I just have some soup before bed. Even some chicken noodle soup, 200 calories for like a giant bowl, and you will feel stuffed afterwards. And you'll sleep like a baby. Everyone will have something else that they like. If you just like to munch on like broccoli, broccoli is a good one to just munch on. You should just have like protein because that fills you up, and something that has a lot of volume. Soup is a good one for that. Again, miso soup is a fucking game changer. It's also really easy to make if you've never made miso soup. I'm not a big tofu person. You don't even have to have the tofu. You can just fucking substitute it with something else. Regardless, I'm just talking about how if you don't know these things and you don't know what you're supposed to do, I've met so many people who've tried to lose weight and they go to sleep hungry. And they're like, well, I have to eat 1,200, so I have to sleep hungry. And then they go to sleep hungry like 7 days in a week. And guess what happens? One, you're exhausted. Your sleep fucking sucks. You're clearly not getting the nutrients that you're supposed to be getting. You're waking up in the middle of the night, hungry, and then having to force yourself back to sleep. I can't imagine that's good for your cortisol. All right. I really can't imagine that that's good for you. And it's also just not good for your general like morale. If you're trying to consistently build a good lifestyle, it's not sustainable to sleep hungry night after night after night. I'm only talking about this specific aspect of weight loss because that's the one that I struggle with the most. When I'm doing deficits, the hardest thing, when I'm cutting, the hardest thing for me is like making sure I go to sleep full. But like, that's something that people like don't know. And like, I've met so many people who they crash. They do that for a week. They're starving all week. They have brain fog all week because they're not getting enough nutrients because they're eating like things that don't actually give you the micronutrients and the vitamins that you need. So they feel like shit all day and they're starving all day. They can't focus in work. They can't enjoy hobbies. And after a week, you're like, fuck this. I'm going back to doing what I want to do. And then they fucking overeat and you're back to where you were. But that's like one example of if you don't understand macros, you don't understand what your relationship with food should be, it's very hard to lose weight, especially because people have jobs. They have full-time lives that they have to live. You have family, you have work obligations, maybe you have school obligations, maybe you have, and this isn't even talking about people who have health problems, right? If you have any health problems at all, that makes losing weight harder. So when I say like, it's out of your control, what I mean is you've tried so many times, and I've run into these people who've tried so many times, and they still haven't been able to lose like the 10 pounds or the 20 pounds or the 30 pounds that they've wanted to lose. That's what I mean by out of control. I mean, it feels like it's out of your control. That's the correct verbiage there. But sorry to get bogged down in the details. Can we get back to the ogre?
I said it.
Also, cooking healthy food is the hardest part of losing weight, maintaining a healthy weight, because everyone's so overworked. The last thing anyone wants to do at the end of the day. Yeah, I highly recommend if you eat meat. I don't know a lot of vegan recipes, so I'm not maybe the best person to go for. But I know for me, what I do is I go to I go to YouTube. I write high protein meal prep, and then I pick one recipe that looks good. It's almost always has chicken breast. I make it and then I freeze like 7 servings of it. So I've been making these like, they're almost like do you guys know the McDonald's chicken wrap? What were they called? They're bringing them back this year, but boycott and all that. But I've been making those like, is it just the McWrap, the snack wrap? I've been making like snack wraps for myself. And then I like wrap them in plastic and I put them in the freezer. And when I'm hungry, it's like, oh, these are 200 calories a piece. They're really filling. They're very tasty. They're really easy to reheat. I just put them in the microwave for a minute and it's like buying frozen food. And I know the macros of everything in there because I made it. So that's what I do, because I don't have the energy to cook every day. I just don't have that energy. And I know now that I don't have that energy. But it's about finding things that only take like 20 minutes of your day, or maybe spending an hour once a week and just freezing a bunch of meals that are easy to reheat. That's why I support GL1s. Having lost 100 pounds naturally did terrible things to my health. Yeah, I mean, and again, my only concern with things like Ozempic is that there are a lot of people that I think are being marketed to that should not be on Ozempic. I have seen ads on my Twitter feed that are like, because again, I look up so much fitness stuff and I look up so much food stuff and health stuff to help me on my journey. But I've gotten so many ads being like, trying to lose that last 10 pounds, try Ozempic. It's like, no. If you're like 10 pounds overweight, that's fine. You should not get on Ozempic to lose 10 pounds. No. Jesus fucking Christ. No. Like, just because you have to weigh the pros and cons, there's still side effects to Ozempic.
Don't listen to anyone who tells you to cut. The answer is always to build muscle. Once you are a 300-pound wall of solid muscle, your basal metabolic rate will be so high it's impossible to eat enough DNM buff.
Me when I'm the liver king. But more importantly, my problem with Ozempic, and I love Ozempic for the people who have been on it, who've experienced life-changing results. It's also given us a lot of really cool research into basically walls that people have started hitting, and that your body sort of it realizes that you've lost a lot of weight, so it starts to like initiate countermeasures to make it harder to lose weight. There's some really cool research on it. It's also saved a lot of people's, like, I don't want to say saved their lives because that seems really extreme, but it has. There's a lot of people who Ozempic is the only reason they've tried for like over a decade to lose 100 pounds, and they just can't. They can't find the time. They can't find the energy. So yeah, I think that's fucking. I think that's dope. I think that's amazing. I take a lot of issue with people taking Ozempic without learning about food and learning about fitness and building all the proper habits first. Like you should be given Ozempic by a doctor that helps also help you build a better relationship with food and help you build a workout regimen that you can stick with, even if working out for you is just like going on a 30-minute walk a day. Right? Working out is going to look different for everybody. As long as you're getting your body moving in some way, cool. Walking, jogging, dude, walking on the treadmill on like 12 incline, that shit is brutal. Oh my God. I hate running. I've never really liked running. I think it's because I'm double jointed. My joints don't work so good. So my knees have always hurt me since I've been like a teenager, which sucks. So I don't really like running. The incline on the treadmill, yes, someone recommended it to me when I was asking about other people's fitness plans. 12, 3, 30, is that what it is? You go on like 3% speed on the 12 incline for 30 minutes. Oh my God, it's brutal. It is hard. It's actually brutal. But again, like, and it sounds like it's not. It sounds like, okay, maybe if your cardio is really good, I have fucking gamer cardio, okay? I have gamer cardio. So it's hard for me. By the end of it, I'm like drenched in sweat, all right? And if you've never tried it, you should try it. It's actually pretty dope. It's actually insane how much more intense a slight gradient is, right? My partner has hip dysplasia and prefers 12-3-30 by a lot over running. Yeah, it's good. Anyways, sorry to get bogged down in the details here about fitness and weight loss and stuff. TLDR, my only criticism of Ozempic, I only have one criticism of Ozempic, and that is that I feel like my only concern is that, one, people who shouldn't be on it are being prescribed it and getting it, like people who are trying to lose 10 pounds. We don't know the long-term consequences of non-diabetics taking it, and we already know that it can cause gastrointestinal problems. It's not worth it to lose 10 pounds. It's just not. The risks are not worth the reward there at all. And then also people taking it and they're not supplementing it with any type of exercise. Again, any type of exercise. And they're not supplementing it with good, nutritious foods. Because what the drug does for you, what Ozempic does, is it just like turns off, this is very simple terms, this is very layman terms, it turns off your appetite. It just tells your brain, all the times where your brain would say, I'm hungry, it's saying I'm not hungry. And it's very easy to end up living this life where you're like, wow, I just don't have any cravings. I'm not hungry for food anymore. And so you're just not eating anything that's good for you. You're like eating a couple chips. Maybe you eat a little ice cream. It's like the anti-weed. Exactly. But you're not like making sure you have like enough oranges. You're not making sure you have enough fruits and vegetables. You're not making sure you're getting all your micronutrients. You're not making sure that you're getting the proper macros, right? And when you're losing a lot of weight and you're not supplementing it with any exercise, you're losing so much muscle mass, which is very bad for you. It is very bad for you to lose a lot of muscle mass rapidly. So basically, yeah, you guys understand what I'm saying. It's a last resort to prevent irreversible type 2 diabetes. Yeah, again, it's supposed to be meant for its initial prescription, the initial FDA ruling on it being used for help with weight loss is for people who are obese. Because the concern is just you want to lose that weight before it causes long-term health issues and long-term consequences. And when you're at the point where you can lose 100 pounds, it might be worthwhile to do so if you haven't been able to do so before. Pre-diabetics specifically, I believe, yeah. So again, like I said, if you're being prescribed it by a doctor and they have like a health plan for you, they've got a workout plan for you, great. I'm very happy. That's dope. I'm very happy for those people. And I'm glad that they have something that is helping them on their journey, especially if they've tried for years and it's been just too hard because of fucking life shit. This is a much better topic than streamer drama. Yeah. I bring people in with the drama and then I keep them around by talking about random inane shit that I like researching. Portion control and exercise are the main habits I've been forming while on the GLP-1 I'm taking. Yes! I'm so happy for you. Oh, this makes me so happy. This makes me want to cry. Tears of joy, dude. I hope your journey continues to go really well. All right. I'm very happy for you. This is what I mean. Like, for the people who are on Ozempic, who are trying to learn more about fitness and trying to learn more about food, it's just building yourself up for a better life later when you're not taking Ozempic anymore. Because ideally, you wouldn't be taking it forever. I don't even know if doctors recommend that you should be taking it forever. I don't think so. So yeah, this is dope. But anyways, the education system sucks, and the whole like demonizing bad foods. I will tell you guys this month, it's not much, but I've lost 3 pounds. I've been on my fitness grind, and I've been working out again, and I've been portion controlling again. And guess what? I eat like 1 to 2 ice cream sandwiches a day. I've been on like an ice cream sandwich binge. I really like the ice cream sandwiches. Yeah. If you like something, you shouldn't deny yourself that, right? You can lose weight while eating things you like. The 60-calorie ones, they're 90-calorie ones. They're really good. I've been having some. Life is about enjoying food, but like I try not to snack as much in the day. I try not to have as much. I try to make sure that because I want to enjoy this delicious ice cream sandwich, I'm also going to have a meal that has a nice balance of nutrients in it, right? I will have my lunch that's like some avocado, which is apparently really good with fiber. Really good for your fiber. I didn't even know that. I learned that recently. I'll have like some veggies, right? Some greens. I'll have some chicken, maybe a little bit of rice. And then for like after it, because I like to have something sweet, maybe I'll have like, I don't know, a bowl of papaya. So I'm getting a nice mix of nutrients. And then at the end of the day, because I've earned it, I can have a little bit of ice cream as a treat. And the problem with like modern education is it's all focused on calorie in, calorie out, which is not a good metric. Yes, calories are what's going to make you gain weight or lose weight, but what your calories are matters in terms of being full and in terms of feeling good. Right? But sorry to get off topic. TLDR, I am pro Ozempic, and I think it has a lot of benefits, and I only want to make sure that people are supplementing the Ozempic with these good food habits and these good workout habits. I'm pro Ozempic, yeah. All right. I've been making protein, 0 sugar brownies, avocado ice cream sandwiches, all the deliciousness, none of the guilt. Wait, that sounds sick. You wouldn't think avocado would be good in like a milkshake or potentially ice cream, and then it's actually really good because it's so creamy. I might look into a recipe like that. Anyways, okay. I could talk about food and fitness all day. It's very cool.
Hayden. No, go ahead. Now go ahead.
I said it in a way in which I didn't mean, and I also clarified it on Twitter by saying the U.S. military has conducted some of the most horrific.
No, Frogan. You meant it. And not only did you double down, you tripled down. And I am here to correct that wrong.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
That is a real quote. You want to tell me that's a misspeak? Well, here's your reaction to the same clip.
Any other motherfucker you're joining them, you're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD.
The thing that's really sad about Tectone is he's really dumb, so he isn't capable of coming up with or formulating any of these opinions without somebody else regurgitating them to him first. Like his entire stream is just like the human centipede, but for like sentences. And the only time he says anything that even remotely resembles a thought, it's because he got it from somebody else. This one is the one that's been circulating from Sex Pestity's community. And he's like, oh, I get it. I make fun of her for this, and then everyone will be on my side. Got it. And then he tries to do it, but he just does it worse somehow. Like, Human sentence speed. Exactly. But let's keep going.
And I hope you get no health insurance.
Also, as on a personal level, I don't like Tectone because he fucking ruins everybody's hearing. Why are you playing this fucking video at a quarter of the volume of your fucking audio? Like, it's like his goal is to make you so deaf and have the highest level of tinnitus that you can't even understand what he's saying anymore because your ears don't work. So all you see is like his dumb mouth moving and you're like, I think he's saying the right thing. I don't really know.
You get back into fucking America.
I can't even hear her. Okay. And if I raise the volume even a little, he's going to start screaming and blasting my ears again.
Good.
Listen to the mixing on this.
And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
Good.
And they posted it in my head. I'm like, base? Base?
You said,
Why are you 20 times louder? Oh my God. He has no respect for his fucking viewers, dude. Oh my God. The audio channel extension has a limiter feature, by the way. It just irritates me. It just irritates me. The worst, by far the worst thing I've ever seen that Tectone has done was bully that guy who was modded in his community. Like, I'm not joking, I started tearing up. That made me hate him more than anything he's ever said to me. Mostly because I think whenever he tries to, whenever he criticizes me and insults me, I compare him to like the 12-year-old girls that bullied me. And I'm like, damn, you are pathetic. You're getting fucking outclassed in insults by 12-year-old girls. So it's very funny to me. But dude, that clip of him berating that mod, if anyone has that clip, that actually made me cry. Like that made me, like I actually teared up a little bit. That was really fucked up. This, for anyone who missed the clip, which was ages ago, someone should have it because it's actually fucked up. He's watching something that Asmongold said and he's defending it, and it's some fucking Nazi take. And the guy says, base? No, the guy says, hey, I don't know if we should do like Holocaust revisionist history here. I think that that's a bad idea. And this guy has been modded in his community for God knows how long. He's been subbed for at least 3 years. And he's like, he fucking unmods him, screams at him, tells him he's fucking wrong, and then closes the chat. And it's like, oh my God. This is the meanest thing I've ever seen in my life. You're bullying the people who are like being so unbelievably nice. And all they're saying is like, oh, well, I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know if we should die on this hill. Oh my God. Anyways.
Based to your own fucking clip, not once, but twice. Did you misspeak 3 times consecutively? No, Frogan. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking liar. And you live in your own rose-tinted glasses of who you are. However, the rest...
You live in your own rose-tinted glasses of who you are. God, he's so dumb. It should be a crime to be this dumb. Oh my God. Hassan crashes out on viewers all the time. Okay, wait. First of all, it's different to crash out on a viewer that's coming in to start shit and a mod. Like, mods are people who do shit for you for free and they just want to help you succeed. And they've been around for a very long time trying to help you. And you're going to fucking berate them and scream at you and scream at them for what? Disagreeing with you mildly? On stream in front of everybody? That's a level of mean-spirited that I can't even do that.
The rest of the world is not going to fall for this revisionist history you are so desperately trying to push, you fat, disgusting bitch. Not only are you ugly on the outside, you are ugly on the inside, and you should be...
I should make a video about Tectone and just play this clip at the very beginning and the end.
You are ugly, trying to push... Not only are you ugly on the outside, you are ugly on the inside, and you should be fucking ashamed.
Mwah. Oh my God, the projection.
God, no man is ever going to have to see that shit.
crimes against humanity in the
The only thing that sees the inside of you is the McDonald's Big Mac.
modern era.
It's just more fat jokes. Just come up with anything. Just like one insult, one that isn't a fat joke or a whore joke. Just fucking one.
Countries such as Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria.
His stupidity offends me. His inability to create even one insult that's original. It offends me. This dude is stuck in the 7th grade. Yeah, his brain clearly didn't develop past 12. Oh my goodness. But anyways, he got banned for 2 weeks. I tried to put crab emojis in the fucking title and the text over here, but it didn't work. But yeah. Beautiful. Just beautiful. He genuinely doesn't know anything about the world conflict. He can only make fat jokes to opine at all on this topic. Yeah. Yep. Wait, wait a second. This is why he got banned? Because he was rehashing shitty old drama? Yeah, I mean, this is why he's saying this is why he got banned. Which, from my perspective, I would say that Twitch's reason for banning him is probably that he's been farming this specific drama for like ages. He got like his one bit of dopamine the first time people on the internet ever liked him was when he was insulting Frogan. So he's like, I just got to keep farming it. And he just kind of does the same joke over and over and over and over and over again, except each time he like kicks it up a notch. So I would guess that they banned him because, or they gave him the 2-week ban because, first of all, he describes her as a bitch, which is like, in addition to all of these other things, but I think you might be able to define it as like a harassment campaign because she doesn't really respond. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't seen the tweets, in which case maybe there's been 1 or 2 for like his hours of farming this, pathetic drama. And I can see Twitch saying, okay, if you're constantly shitting on someone over and over and over and over and over again, and they never respond, at this point, you're just doing a harassment campaign against this person. Which that's fair. I think that that's fair. It's a pattern of behavior. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to encourage like streamers to do that, like to just constantly go in on someone even when they're not being responded to. Because I can see Twitch staff being like, okay, well, these people are having a back and forth, so we can't really... We're not going to ban both of them. But if you're constantly shitting on a smaller creator and they're getting harassed because of it, and you're making like fat jokes and calling her a bitch, using sexist terms, all this other stuff, I can see Twitch being like, you're kind of just harassing this creator. So, yeah. I'd assume it's because he also inserted himself into the harassment. Yeah. But hey, man. A dub is a dub, okay? The same, Gideon got clapped for harassing Pokemon nonstop. Well, I think he also got banned because I think the nail in the coffin was him going to TwitchCon while he was banned. And then it basically confirmed he wouldn't get unbanned. But yeah, again, when someone else isn't contributing, so it's not a back and forth, and it's just you going in on this person over and over and over and over again. Right? Also, sorry, but like, for the mold today, I totally forgot to get to this. Circling back to the Tectone story for a sec. I think people would respect a decision like this by Twitch if it was applied universally. If applied fairly, the TOS of Twitch is quite reasonable and well-intentioned. The problem is when you have asymmetrical enforcement and double standards. Dog, we got banned for a month for making fun of Ethan Klein. What do you mean? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here, man? What are we talking about here? No, they're making a point. Tectone should be banned for a month. Okay, wait. Let him cook. He might be onto something.